Hey everyone, welcome to the Vita Cast, episode 110. It's me, your host, Tyler Oltoff, alongside Kyle Wakeling. What's up, Kyle?
Not a whole lot, Tyler. What's up with you?
You know, I didn't say anything while we were getting prepared, but I've got internet.
Well, that's great.
It is. So I was expecting like a month of no internet, and I was dreading it, and I was going to have to use my phone for every episode, but during the weekend when I went away, like to the woods in the cabin or whatever, my mom texted me and she's like, "The internet's back." And I was like, "I'm in the woods. Doesn't matter right now, but sweet." So, yeah, I came back home and I had internet and I was like, all right, I can actually download things and play things and
Well, I told you,
yeah.
man. Them being it, like having it in a package, made them get it back faster because of the fact that it took out other things, and they were like, "What the hell?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's nice. It's good. It's sad at the same time how much I rely on the internet though.
Oh, we're all like that, man. This is a connected age.
Yep.
Nobody goes to like the newspaper stand or like
The what?
watches TV or something like that to like find out news and shit. It's all about the internet.
Yeah.
And then getting your games and your updates for your games and making your shit work. Oh. Yeah, it's crazy how much we rely on the internet, but at the same time, it'd be stupid not to use something that's so useful.
Right. Well, speaking of devices that are connected to the internet, the Vita. That's what we talk about, Kyle. Should
That is what we talk about, Tyler.
should we talk about it?
We can do that.
All right. Might as well. All right. So what did you play on it, Kyle?
Well, Tyler, my time has been completely consumed by Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth.
Is that
I
a good
put
thing?
20 hours into it. So yes, that's a good thing. Yeah, I'm enjoying the hell out of it. I kind of wish there was some changes in the system, the way that they kind of do things, because I think kind of some of the stuff is kind of counterproductive. But it's nothing that breaks the game or anything. It's just I'm impatient a lot of the time, and I'm like, oh, what do I have to do? This is lame, and yeah. So there you go. But yeah, like as far as gameplay and how fun it is, it's awesome. It's definitely one of the best things I've picked up in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice.
What
Very
about you,
nice.
Tyler?
That's all you've been playing?
Well, yeah, like it's all Digimon all the time now, Tyler.
Oh, all right. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. So,
Soon I'll have something else to play, which I'm not going to talk about yet because it's a surprise.
oh.
And it's awesome, and yeah, well, you'll see.
Interesting. Teasers. I hate those. Well, for me, I played a little bit of Digimon. Again, I was gone during the weekend. The girlfriend and I went to a cabin in the woods and hung out during the weekend, so
You could have taken your Vita, Tyler.
I did take my Vita,
Well, there you go.
but I had a girlfriend there.
Yeah, but you just like give her some alcohol and put her to sleep, and then play your Vita.
Yeah, I played like 2 seconds of it just to show her my Digimon, and she's like, "Oh, it's adorable," and then I shut it off.
So your Digimon are adorable. That means that they haven't evolved very much, Tyler.
Yeah, I know. I haven't played very much.
They get
Kyle,
they get
come on.
pretty ugly in the higher ranks.
Yeah, I assume so. They get more badass looking.
Well, yeah, they definitely look like badass and menacing, but they're ugly.
Yeah.
Like
What was
how
your
cute they are when they're like small, and then how ugly they are later.
yeah? What was your starting Digimon?
My starting Digimon,
Was it the plant, the weird long-eared one,
the
or the
weird thing with
mechanical one?
ears. I forget what it was called.
The Terorimon or whatever.
It has like long floppy ears.
Yeah, that's the same
Yeah.
one I got. Great minds think alike, Kyle.
Yeah, I'm not really using him anymore.
Aw, poor guy.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, all right. So yeah, I played a little bit of that. Haven't played much. I actually just started back up on some more Trails of Cold Steel. Of course, I got to get that review done, and I'm still in Chapter 5, but I just finished my field study thing for, I think, Chapter 5, so I should be heading into Chapter 6 very soon. Fucking finally. And yeah, still playing that game. Other than that, I don't think there is anything else I've played. if I really think about it. I think it's just been Digimon and Trails, so pretty slow week for us here, Kyle, but at least we're playing good games, right?
Very much so.
Well, all right, let's jump into the reviews, which we actually don't have any because we're caught up. Yay, go team! Right, Kyle? That's what we say?
Sure, why not?
Okay, all right, so let's get to those new releases. For North America, we've got Level 22. It's $6.99. It's actually out on February 11th, so that's a Thursday, so keep that in mind. Also, we've got Cyrillum for $9.99, We Are Doomed for $9.99, and Breath of Fire 3, a rare PSP appearance for $9.99. And yes, it works on your Vita, so that's fun. Kyle, what's Europe getting?
Europe is getting Level 22 out on the 11th as well, and that price is to be determined. And We Are Doomed for £7.99, €9.99, or $14.95 Australian dollars.
So what are you getting, Kyle?
Well, none of that.
None of that?
None of that, Tyler. Yeah, I don't really play PSP games no matter what, so that's kind of off the list right away. We Are Doomed is a twin-stick shooter. I'm not really a fan, so that's out. Cyrillum is like an RPG thing. I don't know. I have better RPGs to play. Digimon, so I'm cool right now. And Level 22, I looked at some of the screenshots and stuff that was posted on the site, and just not for me.
Yeah,
what about you?
Yeah, same here. I mean, Level 22 looks somewhat interesting. It looks like it could be fun, but there's just too much to play right now, so unfortunately I'm not gonna get anything. And the other games I just have no interest in, so just kind of like how you're feeling about it. So yeah, I'm just gonna continue playing Digimon and Trails and be totally fine.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that at all. Well, alright. So there's your new releases. Feel free to go check them out on the store, purchase them, let us know. Send us a tweet saying, hey, I bought this game, and we can either laugh at you or be interested in whether or not it's good.
And actually, just a note to Digimon, there's a missions pack that was released today.
Oh.
And it's free. So if you want free additional content, there you go.
That's, it's funny. I was actually just turning my Vita on because I have to reconnect to my internet because the internet password got changed. So I'm actually right now typing in the new password, and I was going to check for any DLC. So thanks for that, Kyle. Look at you.
There you go.
Helping a guy out.
It's the only DLC that was released this week, so it's hard to miss.
Wow, spoilers. What if that's like the thing I look forward to every week, Kyle? Damn it.
Well, then, screw you, Tyler.
Fine. All right, let's get into the news. We've got quite a bit here, so let's push right through it. First up, Bandai Namco Entertainment has released some new details from their upcoming third mainline Gundam Breaker title. According to details Bandai Namco recently gave to Famitsu, Maru Kenshi Zero Gundam, Strike Ruby Gundam, Nidame Gundam, Doshagun, and Versal Knight Gundam will be making themselves known in Gundam Breaker 3, the lot of them appearing as SD Gundam BB Zenshi units. Additionally, Famitsu revealed not too long ago that Gan, Zuda, Rick Dias, Dovin Wolf, and Palace Athen will be available and playable as well. The more the merrier. Gundam Breaker 3 is due out in Japan on March 3rd. Dragon Quest Builders only released in Japan on January 28th, but Square Enix are already answering questions regarding sequels to the Sandbox RPG. I scrolled down too far, whoops. In a recent interview with Game Watch Impress, Noriyoshi Fujimoto was asked questions regarding a follow-up to the game. Quote, first, we'd like to have you all play it, and I'm sure there will be all kinds of requests, and if there's anything that we can make happen for the next one, we'd surely like to. But if Dragon Quest 1 alone is enough, then we'll just leave it at that, end quote. He went on to say that he would need to, quote, get more feedback on the original game before considering a sequel. Similarities have been made with Minecraft, a game that thoroughly encourages cooperative play. When asked about multiplayer being considered in the future, Fujimoto stated, quote, "As far as Dragon Quest Builders 1 goes, it is not possible. But if there's enough demand, I'll put it into consideration for the next title," end quote. Dragon Quest Builders has been incredibly popular so far in Japan, with it currently sitting top of the sales charts. There has also been a noticeable increase in PlayStation Vita console sales since the game's release. There are currently no plans to bring the game to the West. Boo. Idea Factory International has released some more character and gameplay details on its website for Trillion God of Destruction. First, we get to meet Purpell, the niece of the game's protagonist, Zebolus, and has been attached to him ever since she was little because he always gave her sweets. She's as sweet as she looks and exudes a spirit of innocence. Purpell has decided to take on the task of defeating Trillion as she wants to transform the underworld into a kingdom of sweets. Speaking of defeating Trillion, during your training you'll be able to try something called a mock battle. This basically means that you can use your current stats and equipment to face Trillion. Fear not though, as this isn't actually Trillion, but Mokujin. Mokujin can transform into Trillion, allowing you to work on your tactics and adjust your training if necessary. You'll need all the advantages you can get to defeat Trillion, so be sure to practice your combat skills using Mokujin. Trillion God of Destruction is due out in the West this spring.
Alright, moving on. Bandai Namco have revealed the sales figures for One Piece Pirate Warriors 3, and it sounds like the game managed to have an incredibly successful launch worldwide. As a breakdown, the game managed to sell 380,000 copies in Japan since its March 2015 release, followed by 200,000 units across Asia, released in May 2015. In the West, the game sold 100,000 units in North America and 320,000 in Europe, following an August 2015 release. That means that in total the game has managed to sell well over 1 million copies, a number that Bandai Namco games have been happy to boast about. Tribute Games president took to the PlayStation blog to announce the release date for Ninja Senki DX, which is already set for a February release. Jonathan Levine, president of Tribute Games Inc., announced recently that Ninja Senki DX would be coming to PlayStation Vita in both North America and Europe on February 23rd. The Titan DX version of the game includes a remixed soundtrack, a brand new challenge mode, some secret game modes, a secret playable character, trophies, refreshed menus, and even a few redrawn enemy sprites. Soon, ninjas, soon. And Square Enix have revealed the main heroes of upcoming hack-and-slash sequel Dragon Quest Heroes 2, which will be the series' first outing on the PlayStation Vita. The first main protagonist is a purple-haired female known as Teresia, who is described as a girl's girl and will often put the male protagonist in his place. Speaking of male protagonists, we also have Raizel, a young man from the country of Jawal. He is described as hot-headed and also related to Theresia. Two other characters have also been revealed. The first is Caesar, who is the Prince of Jawal and the protagonist's childhood friend. And finally we have Ornaze, who is a soldier who works under the King of Jawal. Some story details for the game have also been revealed, including that the game is spread around 7 countries which are shrouded in prophecy that states there will be a fierce war between all 7 countries. Teresia and Raizel's home countries are the 2 that start off the fierce battle. For more information leading up to its May 27th release in Japan, make sure you stay tuned to the Vita Lounge and or the VitaCast.
Next up, the Vita Lounge forum member Takawa, I don't know how to say your name, I'm sorry, has pointed out an article on the Examiner that sheds some light on the Vita-bound Hitman Go. Square Enix Montreal's community manager Nicolas Bertrand Verge recently told the Examiner some new details about the PlayStation Vita version of Hitman Go, including the fact that it will be both cross-buy and cross-save. Beyond the cross-compatibilities, the game is said to be getting a full set of trophies, including a Platinum, a non-microtransaction-based hint system, which unfortunately disables trophies, and even an updated version of Unity. That updated version of Unity, version 5 versus version 4 on mobile, allowed for better working of lighting and and therefore better visuals with greater fidelity. Still no word on when exactly we'll be getting the title, however, though we're still hearing that super unspecified soon. We'll be sure to let you know when it evolves past the evasion. NIS America has announced that they'll be bringing Odin Sphere Lifthra to Europe. Odin Sphere is officially headed to Europe, coming to the region in both digital and physical form sometime this June. NIS America is taking on the publishing duties and will be ensuring that the game hits with EFIGS English, French, Italian, German, and Spanish subtitle language options alongside the original Japanese audio. Next up, PM Studios took to Twitter today to announce the release of 3 new DLC packs. Released November 10th in the West, it's certainly been a while that we've had Zonic now, though I can't say that's necessarily a bad thing. One good thing about it being out for a while, however, is that there has been time for some DLC to be put together, and put together it has certainly been. PM Studios has announced the North American release date and pricing for 3 DLC packs, the reveal going out over Twitter via the following tweet. Quote, #SuperBeat, #Zonic, #DLC packs will be released on February 23rd, 2016 for $3.99 each. A link in the tweet outlines the songs and packs getting released, which are as follows. Seven's Rebirth, which includes Anti-Kithara 7 sequence, Rackin' Gravity 7 sequence, Dino by Cranky. The next pack is Guilty Gear X Zonic, and track 1 is Starry Story, track 2 is Jack and Dandy, track 3 is Big Blast Sonic. And the last pack is Magical Blaze Collection, which features Blue Desire from Blaze Blue, The Beautiful Magic from Magical Beat, and Magical Greeting from Magical Beat. Are you looking forward to getting some fresh new Zonic songs? I know Kyle is. And the best bit is that we're probably getting more around May.
Whoop whoop. Moving on. Aegis of Earth, Protonovus Assault was originally only announced for North American localization by Axis, but now we hear that P-Cube is bringing it to European markets too. Announced via Twitter post earlier this week, it seems that P-Cube is stepping in for where Axis doesn't tread and is bringing the action strategy title from Acquire to European shores. Here's the tweet. Quote, "We are super pleased to announce that we're releasing Aegis of Earth in Europe this year." End quote. Details at the link provided reveal that the game will be coming in Q1 2016, meaning we should see it in the next 2 months. Next up, Sega, by way of the latest issue of Famitsu, has revealed a bunch of new in-game bits from Project Eva X, including a bunch of tracks and modules you'll be able to experience during play. Here's a list of newly announced tracks. Hitorinbo Envy by Dentpole B, Cute Medley, arranged by Michi M, Easy Dance, Freely Tomorrow, Viva Happy, Age Again, and Idol wo Sakase, and Hikyu Sentai Urotander by Shin P. And a list of newly announced modules. We have Layered Envy, Shinichi Satake, Twinkle Star, Lyrical Star, Radical Star, Fresh Star, Splash Star, and Passion Star Tama. Hikyo Blue, Hikyo Red, Hikyo Green, Hikyo Orange, Hikyo Yellow, Nazo no Ana Kanbu, Tamatsu Shinohara. Hatsune Miku Project Diva X hits Japan on March 24th. Are your thumbs ready? Realm Walk of Soul, a 2D horror puzzle game, has been announced as coming to PlayStation Vita in the first half of 2016. The game follows a 17-year-old called Iris as she falls into her dreams and must find her way back home while being tormented by demons. You'll be able to take her on a non-linear journey with over 25 puzzles to solve when it releases in the next few months.
Alright. I got distracted, sorry. Next up, Spike Chunsoft's Shiren the Wanderer 5 Plus is officially coming to North America this summer. Axis Games has announced, adding it that it'd be both physical and digital in more than one employee reply. If this is your first time hearing about the game or need a refresher, this game follows the titular Shiren, an experienced wanderer with a Weasley companion called Copa, on a roguelike RPG adventure. Being a Plus title, and it even offers new dungeons to explore, monsters to battle, and gameplay options to take advantage of. So where can you go wrong? Shiren the Wanderer 5 Plus is coming to North America on July 26th with no word yet on a European release. The third Claw Dun title is headed to PlayStation Vita in the land of the rising sun. Nippon Ichi has announced that they'll be bringing a Sengoku period Clan Dun, aptly titled Clan Dun Sengoku, to PlayStation Vita this May in Japan. The title takes players into Arcanus Cella's past and has them create their own characters, building up their strength in randomly generated dungeons. The 7 announced character classes for the game include Aristocrat, Corporate Priest, Merchant, Onmoji, Samurai, Sorcerer, and Swordsman. As for weapons, the options of bows, blunt weapons, Kasurigama sickles with chain attached, short swords, shurikens, ninja stars, spears, staves, and swords have been revealed. The game will also have multiplayer elements including ad hoc competitive and cooperative gameplay and a national ranking system. Clan Dun Sengoku releases May 26th in Japan. Launch copies will include the soundtrack for free.
Alright, I just gotta jump in here.
Oh, okay.
Did you see Corporate Priest, Tyler?
What? You're totally
It's corrupt.
You're messing up, Kyle. You're cutting out.
Tyler, can you hear me now?
I can hear you, but you're still a little weird. I did say corporate, didn't I?
Yeah, you said corporate, and it's corrupt priest.
Hey,
Just saying.
It still fits. It still fits, Kyle. Them corporate
corporate priest.
Yeah, aren't they all corrupt? Anyways.
Go on.
Thanks, Kyle. Thanks for pointing out my flaws. Back in December, Devolver Digital teased the release of Downwell on PlayStation systems to gauge the interest of fans. The game was shown to be running on the Vita, but never officially announced to make an appearance on the platform until today. A listing on the Japanese PlayStation blog alongside a trailer of upcoming indie games confirms a 2016 release for Downwell on Vita. After launching on Android a few weeks back, Mopin's roguelike shooter couldn't look a better fit for the handheld. Holding the system vertically, your character plummets through a well, blasting away enemies and picking up weapon upgrades and collectibles. So there you have it. Downwell is coming this year.
Konami has announced that their upcoming full-fledged Vita title, JIKU Powerful Pro Baseball 2016, and its free-to-play counterpart, JIKU Powerful Pro Baseball Success Special, will be releasing on April 28th in Japan. The 2016 named title will get a digital and physical version for 7,980 yen, either or, while the Success Special version will be free to download. Batter up! The latest issue, of Famitsu fills us in on Bandai Namco's DLC release plans for Batroid War Genesis. The latest weekly Famitsu has revealed that Bandai Namco Entertainment will be dropping a piece of Kamen Rider Batroid War Genesis DLC a week for 3 weeks, starting 2 weeks after the game's initial release. Here's the current DLC plan. March 10th, Kamen Rider Spectre, March 17th, Kamen Rider Chaser, and March 24th, Kamen Rider Ghost Toucan Boost Damashi. Kamen Rider Batroid War Genesis releases in Japan on February 25th. Ys 8, Lacrimosa of Dana is set to release in Japan this summer, and ahead of the release we have been given details of 2 new characters for the action RPG. This latest reveal comes courtesy of Dengeki PlayStation, which firstly introduces the character Raksha, age 19. She is the daughter of the noble Raizel family of Garmin. As a noble, she is a generally polite person, though she is rather confused with the lifestyle of the drifting village. She is of utmost importance to Adol, as she has a strong knowledge of ancient ruins, plants, and animals. Quick in battle, with a good reach, she is unfortunately unable to target a large number of enemies at once. This does mean she struggles when surrounded. Next up, we have Sahad, age 41, a fisherman from the Greek area. You'll be unsurprised to hear that his preferred weapon of choice is an anchor. He has a lovable personality, with his key aim being to return to his hometown where his family is waiting. As well as these 2 new faces, we were given details on the game's attack system. Attacks have 3 attributes: slash, shoot, and strike. If you successfully attack an enemy's weak point, they'll break, and all attributes will damage it. The developers of Ys 8 also commented on the attack system, informing readers that they will be incorporating the PS Vita touchscreen for the game's break system. They also mentioned that similarities can be taken from Tokyo Xandu's jump action, and the ability to switch between characters, though the main difference will be that all of your characters will be visible on screen for this game. For those unfamiliar with the concept of Ys 8, Lacrimosa of Dana, the game centers around an adventurer named Adol, who's written many adventure journals detailing his exploits. For this game, Adol is on a passenger ship called the Lombardia, headed from Xandria to the continent of Eresia. The ship is attacked by a giant creature and sinks. Adol washes ashore on a cursed island known as Siren Island. During the game, Adol will help out other castaways and survivors and will build a base on the island. When he sleeps, he'll dream of a mysterious pale girl. Keep checking back to TBL for the latest on Ys 8 Lacrimosa of Dana. That's the whole shebang for now.
Alright, the home stretch, as Kyle likes to say it. It has been a very long time since Blast 'em Bunnies was last mentioned on the Vita Lounge. In fact, you'd have to scroll all the way back to October 2013 to find its last appearance. Well, over 2 years after it was announced, Australian developer No have finally announced a release date for the bunny-based endless shooter. Blast 'em Bunnies will be heading to PlayStation Vita in North America on March 8th, with the European releasing following the next day. So what exactly is Blast 'em Bunnies all about? Well, you play as a bunny named Bang Bang, who has the unsavory taste of protecting his burrow from an army of evil bunnies. These little rascals, led by their evil leader Throat Slitter, have captured your offspring and are holding them hostage. Of course, you'll have a rather large selection of perfectly named weaponry at your disposal, including the Carrot Rifle, Watermelon Pip machine gun, as well as the formidable Runner Beam Railgun. You ready to hop to it? The wait is almost over. Moving Player has revealed that its pixel stealth title Level 22 will be releasing on the PlayStation Vita later this week. Level 22 will see you play as Gary, an office worker who has overslept after a night out getting drunk. This is something of a common occurrence for Gary, and his history of poor timekeeping could cost him his job, especially if he rocks up at his desk after everyone else. Level 22 will task you with ensuring Gary gets to his desk on the 22nd floor without any of his coworkers catching him. The game will see you hide in closets, crawl through air vents, slink around the walls. Nobody must spot you. Use everything in your reach to get to the end of the level, hide behind a newspaper, smash a vending machine with a well-aimed kick, or use donuts to lure the security guards away. Want to drive your colleagues crazy, knock them out, poison them, or even expose them to harmful radiation? Want to booby-trap photocopiers, creep around under a cardboard box, or give laxative to your coworkers? Want to settle the score with your bosses? From the basements to the boss's office via the research and development labs, explore the zany little universe of Level 22, Gary's Misadventures. Launching on February 11th, Level 22 hits this week, so get to training on your daily commute. And the last one here is a bit of a long one, so enjoy. Koei Tecmo recently updated the Tokuden 2 website with new information for us to dwell on, including plot, gameplay, and character details. In the Battle of Omega Doki, the world was changed, and a mysterious power pulls you to Mahoraba village with a fuzzy memory. The player is guided by Hayis in chasing the truth of the world, battling the Oni to reach it. This will be the story of how the world came to be and how you find your part in it once more. Tokuden 2 is set in an open world, with the village being the player's base into the battlefield. Once you leave the village, you'll be susceptible. That's the word. You'll be susceptible to attacks from enemies known as Oni, who warp space-time and the spirit world to take up as much area as possible. They use the spirit world's dangerous gas to keep players at bay, meaning you'll have to push the Oni back to get a foothold. In the wild, you'll find towns buried in thick forest, temples and volcanoes filled with lava, and fortresses in the sky, meaning your journey will be about more than flat, connected land. Tokuden 2 is not the same game as the original or Kiwami, and is looking to separate itself in very obvious ways, the world itself being a big one. Another way it separates itself is to take part destruction a step further, offering the player a demon's hand to pull Oni down to Earth repeatedly. You'll also have the opportunity to go for complete part destruction, where you can destroy the Oni's life force part by part and take on its changing tactics as you do so. The action has certainly evolved here, but so has multiplayer co-op. Toukiden 2 will retain the familiar online multiplayer element you found in the first title, but will also incorporate a new type of co-op play as well. Details on that are slim at the moment, but we'll be keeping our eyes open for more. Speaking of more, we do have more information, but it focuses on the characters and demons you'll face in the game. Below we run them down with pictures, starting with the characters. Of course, you needed to go to the site to check out those pictures. Characters: the player, a slayer who fought in the Yokohama defensive battle in Omega Doki. He was pulled, or her, away by a mysterious force and ended up in Mororoba village without his memory, or her. The doctor, a doctor and researcher. She created the demon's hand as well as a marionette called Tokitsuga? Sugu. I don't know. She searches for the truth of the world and ruins of ancient civilizations, but is a badass slayer with a gun when she needs to be. Tokitsugu, created by Hakase, is a marionette with the soul of a human sealed within. It appears cute, but brave on the inside. Taking on the role of older brother to the other slayers, no one is more comfortable with a gun on the field. Gwen, a British girl who came to settle in Yokohama. She gets caught up in the battle at Omega Doki and is subsequently picked up by a special slayer unit stationed on a sacred mountain. She's a shield sword user and swings her big sword at every chance. And now we've got some demons. Shin Raghu, a big demon with strong arms. It led the pack among the Oni that overran the world during the Battle of Omega Doki. Its name comes from the malevolent stars that cause a solar eclipse, meaning it eats everything. Hidaru, a medium-sized demon with long arms and a big belly. It's said to be a kid who grew old. Hidaru commands a group of smaller Oni, which it can order to attack you. Toukiden 2 is due out in Japan this year. And that is the news.
Thank the Lord.
Yes.
Alright, so that that was the news. And as usual, after the news, we move on to talking points. And we talk about announced or release games we're looking forward to from the week. Tyler just talked a lot, so I think I'll go first this time.
Yay.
So there's quite a bit that looks really good this week. First of all, of course, we're looking at that Dragon Quest Builders title. Tyler and I have talked about it. I'm kind of on the fence, but it just looks so good, and it's getting such good scores. I don't know, man. They need to bring it west, and then I can decide.
Yeah.
Also, One Piece Pirate Warriors 3 sales figures. That's awesome that it sold 1 million. I still have to get that, so that's kind of on my list as well. And then we go to stuff like Odin Sphere Leaf which I played the Japanese demo for, and it's just awesome, and I can't wait for it. The Super Beat Sonic DLC, that's kind of on my radar as well. Not so much just because of what it is, but just to, what else here? Ease 8. I know that hasn't been announced for over here, but we got the last one, and it's awesome. So I hope they bring that one over, and even if they don't, I'll muddle through the Japanese to play it. I don't care. Blast them bunnies. The name of the enemy, Throat Slitter, that kind of got me out of the game. I don't know why.
Got you out of the game?
No, onto the game.
Oh,
like
okay.
I'm like, what? Like that sounds pretty hardcore for bunnies. I don't know, man. So I'll be looking into that one a little more as release date, because it kind of fell off my whole radar after that 2-year silence.
Yeah.
And Toukiden 2, the fact that it's open world now, and just like kind of how some of the things that they've been describing and showing, there's a huge dump of screenshots on the site. I wasn't too hot for Kiwami. The first one was okay, but I'll be playing the second one for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there. What about you, Tyler?
Pretty much everything is the same for me as what you said, except for Blast 'em Bunnies. I don't really have too much of an interest. Like, it probably sounds fun and probably would be fun, but I don't think it's enough to make me want to play it with all this other stuff coming out. So I feel like it'd be one of those games that got buried for me. But yeah, pretty much everything else you said. Tokuden 2, the crap, where did it go? Dragon Quest Builders, that game. Just everything sounds great, Kyle. Yeez. If it comes here, please. Yeez, please. Yeah. There's a dog that's been fucking barking this entire goddamn time we've been recording. How the hell does their owner not tell him to shut up? Can you hear it, Kyle?
No, I can't.
It's like howling. Like
Thank the Lord.
it's oh my god, it's so fucking annoying. It probably won't be picked up in the podcast, luckily, but literally, it's just every second. It's annoying. Anyways, that's my.
It's like, come podcast out here. I want to hear it. I like the Vita.
Yeah. All right, there you go. Those are the talking points. Let's get into listener mail. First up, we've got one from Non-Skippo. A few of them, actually. I mean, that's usual, though. It's Non-Skippo. What do you expect? Anyways, first question. What are your thoughts on the end of game trailers? Kyle?
I don't have much of a thought. I didn't really pay too much attention to it. So, I mean, I probably ended up at their site a couple times for game trailers, but otherwise, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really have an opinion either, but I mean, it does suck to see sites shut down, especially if it's like unexpected or it's just a really fan favorite site. So I mean, I'm sure they had an audience, obviously, because they're a well-known site, and it sucks. But I wasn't personally a fan, so to me, I don't really have any thoughts about it personally. But it's never good to see sites go down for certain reasons. So yeah. And then he continues on saying, are you concerned about other gaming sites shutting down?
Well, like, I'm always kind of concerned about gaming sites shutting down, but at the same time, I know that if, one goes down, another one's going to pop up. So, I mean, if the need is there, somebody will meet that need.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you see new sites all the time, and yeah, there's quite a bit that have stayed on the top, but every once in a while you'll start hearing a site that you've never really heard much of, and they start getting traction. So, yeah, I agree with Kyle on that. People will come and go. And his final question is, on a scale from 1 to 10, how great do you folks feel about this video? He links us to a YouTube video of Bandai Namco thanking everyone for wanting and purchasing Digimon and getting it to come over to the West. So, Kyle, how do you feel? How good do you feel?
Yeah, somewhere around an 8, I guess. Because, like, I mean, we obviously had at least a little bit of a hand in that, so, like, it's nice to, and it's awesome, and
Kyle,
playing the game is awesome.
Kyle, you're cutting out.
Damn it, Tyler.
Yeah. Noise. So, our internet's being dumb right now, but say stuff, Kyle.
Am I here now?
Yeah. All right. Anyways, yeah. Continue. Go.
All right. I was just saying how, so it's an 8. Like, I mean, we love Digimon. We had some sort of hand in bringing it over here, however small or large that may be. I have no idea. But just, to get it over here and then to be able to play it, which I am, is awesome, and it's one of those games that I definitely think was worth it in kind of fighting for, because some of the stuff that we've got that people have fought for, I'm just like, no.
Yeah.
But this is one of those ones where I'm like, yes!
See, that's the thing, is like, Bandai Namco has been so good to us Vita owners. So, like, it feels good to support them, and seeing that video, like, puts a smile on my face. It's like, yeah, they know. They hear us. They see us. They know what's up. So, even if I wasn't the biggest, I mean, I'm not really the biggest Digimon fan, I bought the game right away. I wanted it. It looked badass, and Bandai has supported the Vita like crazy, so it feels good to support that company too. So, Yeah, for me, I would say probably around an 8 or a 9. I mean, it's cool to see. I don't think any other company's really done that regarding the Vita, really, saying, like, thanks for... Like, maybe they said it on Twitter or something, but they never really put the effort to have developers or PR people thanking the community and whatnot. So, I mean, I could be wrong. If there's a company out there that's done it, I am sorry. Send us the video and we'll watch it, and we'll smile too. Right, Kyle?
Sure.
Damn it, Kyle. You're supposed to just agree. For once.
I did agree. Sarcastically, but I agree.
See, that's... Alright. Alright, well, thanks, Non-Skippo. Thank you, as usual. Kyle, read the goddamn next question, you fucker.
Fine. Hello, I just wanted to ask
Hi.
a few questions, and I hope you have a great day. Have any of you played games in the Sonic the Hedgehog series? This year is the franchise's 25th anniversary, and as a huge fan, would personally love to see the series have a stronger presence on the PS Vita. If you played any of the games, which one would be your favorite?
I played them back in the day, like the original, like, Sega one. I don't remember really exactly what number it was or which one it was, but I'm pretty sure it was the first classic one. I don't know, but I loved it as a kid, but as I've gotten older, I haven't really played them anymore, sadly, but yeah, I guess I would have to say the original was my favorite, because that's, like, the only one I played. It'd be cool to see, like, more of it on there, because Sonic is a very well-known character, and people love him or hate him, so, or just don't care, but he's enjoyable. Kyle, what do you think?
Yeah, I played the first three for sure. I know I played the one on Game Gear. I don't know which one that was. And I've played Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed. So
Okay, yeah,
that
counts.
Yeah, so
I played
those
that too.
those are the ones that I've played.
And that's a good kart game.
Oh yeah,
It's a really
it's
good
definitely
kart
a good kart game. Reminds me of Diddy Kong Racing on the N64.
Yeah.
It's one of those games that I could just drive around and shoot the hell out of people with. But anyway, so yeah, that's definitely up there on my scale of things. Sonic and All Stars Racing Transformed. But I think my favorite, I think it's the second one, Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I think that's my favorite. So if you need a number or a specific game, there you go. Pretty sure it was Genesis. So.
All right. This is where you
All
read
right.
the next question.
I'm here. You had a little glitch out on my side.
Oh,
so.
okay.
Next question. Looking forward to getting Digimon later this month, and I'm wondering your guys' thoughts on the game so far. If you can share how you feel about Cyber Sleuth, that would be much appreciated.
Alright, well, I've only put about 2 hours into it, so I'm definitely not going to have the biggest response for you or help, but so far I'm really liking it. The graphics are really good, the game feels good. I've only got one Digimon at the moment, so literally very early on in the game, and the fighting seems pretty solid. Kyle, I know, is reviewing it and has played a lot more than me, so I'm sure he'll have a lot more to talk about. I'm sure he'll save a lot of that for his review, but, he could probably say one or two things. Right, Kyle?
Yeah, I can say some stuff. Okay, first of all, I love how the connect jump thing is kind of implemented. You can connect jump into anything that's network, so it doesn't have to be a computer or something like that. It can be like pretty much anything. You'll find out when you play it. The Digimon are really cool. I don't kind of like how they start cute and kind of don't become cute anymore, but hey, you get what you get. And then there's also some really cool elements where you're kind of being a detective and kind of solving cases and helping people around the place, and that's cool too. Gives you like little story arcs that kind of help evolve into the big arc that's kind of going on in the background, so that's cool. So yeah, there's lots to love about Digimon. A couple things I noticed that were screwed up. There's a couple areas where I noticed frame rate drops. Nothing, so harsh that you're like, oh my god, but they're there. And there's a couple of jaggies here and there, but like overall, it's a really good Vita when there is a PS4 version, and usually like they're so far in disparity, it's crazy. So, loving it.
Well, alright. Sounds good.
Yeah, you should get it if you don't have it.
I do have it.
Not you, Tyler, but people.
Oh, yeah. Well, this guy's
Yeah.
getting it in a month, so.
He should.
Alright. Anyways. Next question, Kyle. What is it?
Our next question is, NISA has been really quiet regarding Vita localizations, so I wonder what your guys' comment on that is.
Don't they have some stuff coming? Or am I just crazy?
I'm pretty sure they do have stuff coming, Tyler.
Amazon. Let's check you out, girl. I'm really mad that they took out the PlayStation Vita category on Amazon games. Do you ever notice that?
They took the Vita thing down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's dumb. It's very dumb. It's so dumb it makes it very difficult to find any new games now.
Well, Tyler, I kind of cheated, and I just went to the Vita Lounge and went to our tag category and went to NIS America.
That
And
works too.
some things that they're bringing that are still on the way
Stranger
are
of Sword City.
Odin Sphere. They're bringing Odin Sphere Lether Sphere to Europe in June. They're bringing Stranger of Sword City. They're bringing Grand Kingdom. So yeah, they have some stuff. I think they just released limited edition of Atelier Eschen Logi Plus. So, you know, they're doing some stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just quiet, but there's stuff coming.
Oh yeah, they're working. Don't worry about it.
Well, alright. So yeah, there you go. That's from RK128 on via email, Robert. So thank you, Robert, for your questions. Really appreciate it. So, Kyle, guess what?
What, Tyler?
We're going to do solo Guess That Game again.
Alright, I'm ready for it. If our internet holds up.
This is an action-adventure game based on the characters and events of the Marvel Avengers movie franchise.
Lego Marvel Avengers.
How'd you know?
I have no idea. Must be telepathy.
This is a role-playing game in which players assume the role of a plane crash survivor exploring a strange dimension. As players explore dungeon-like environments, they engage in turn-based battles with fantastical enemies. For example, goblins, demons, monsters, dragons. Players...
I don't know. Searlim? I don't know.
No, we talked about it just 2 seconds ago. Players select combat moves from a menu screen. Characters lose hit points. NIS America. Hit points and flash flicker when struck.
It's not
Cuts-
Stranger Sword City, is it, Tyler?
It is. How would you know?
Yeah.
Alright, there you go. Kyle won. Yay! Fuck you, Liam.
That's like what? That's like what? 10 for me and 4 for Liam?
Yeah, just about.
Something like that.
Anyways, it's time to go to check this out. It's a game that I need to pick this week. And it is Pixel Junk Monsters Ultimate HD. It's on sale on PlayStation Plus right now, so if you've got like $10 basically, it's $11.99. If you got a couple bucks in your pocket, it's a really, really fun tower defense game. It's like probably the best tower defense game that I think of on the Vita. It's really fucking hard, but it's really fun, so I'd highly recommend picking it up if you're a fan of the tower defense games for a decent price. So there you go. That is my check this out for the week. Time to get out of here, Kyle. Your silence tells me the internet shit on us again.
Hello? Are you back yet?
Hi.
Oh, there we go. Hello?
Hi.
Okay.
Hi.
We're cool. We're cool.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Hi.
Tyler.
Hi.
Tyler.
Hi.
Is all you can say hi.
No. It's time to get out of here, Kyle. You ready to go?
I am.
I'm assuming you didn't hear anything I said about check this out, really?
I did, but not the whole thing.
That's alright. It was really good. You missed it. There was like strippers and everything.
Oh man. I hate it.
Alright, let's get out of here. If you've got listener mail or comments, contact us via mediaservices@thevitalounge.net. You can find everything we talked about today at thevitalounge.net, including any mentioned news, reviews, featured articles, and store updates. We also have a community forum and a magazine. The magazine is available both digitally and in physical copies. You can support the site and get physical copies of the magazine via patreon.com/thevitalounge. You can follow us on Twitter at the Vita Lounge. I'm at Mr. PS Vita Reviews. Kyle is at Teflon Tactics. And we're on Facebook. Just search the Vita Lounge. We also have a YouTube channel, youtube.com/loungeplay, now with more videos. And this podcast is available on iTunes, Podbean, Stitcher, YouTube, and via direct download on the site. So there you go. Episode 110 is in the books. Kyle missed the strippers. It's back to Digimon. Fuck you.